This video is going to focus on the technical drawing to be produced from our metal bench. First thing I'd like you to do is just double check your preferences. So before you open a drawing file, up on the top little icon which might have your initials on there, come down to drawing. Just check that this one here is ISO millimeters. I actually quite like drawing it in an A3 format, but you can do A4. Just remember to have the larger number first. You might need to click this one and change it from first angle to third angle. We want to be drawing in third angle. Text size, normally like to go small with the text size, and the rest should be fine. So click apply and OK to that. Once we've got the settings set up, we are going to go to new drawing from design, and then we are going to go to full assembly, and the rest are fine. So A4. You can change that to A3 if you later feel like you can't fit everything into this drawing. It takes a minute to load up, so just be patient, and then we get into our drawing. So as it's loaded up, it's got a few details here. This is why it's important to save your work correctly to start with. It's showing me a side view, even though it says front, so it's just the orientation. We want to look at what would be a kind of view directly at the longest point of your project. This is going to be our parent view. My scale is 1 to 20 at the moment. We can change that later, so we'll just place the first view in like that. This is a particularly kind of a particular way of doing this to make it look good, so follow along. So we need a top view directly above the front view, and then the end view next to that. Then we're going to do a 3D view that sits up there. I can change the scale by double clicking the first view I put in, and if I want it bigger, let's try 1 to 15. That's a nice scale for this drawing. If I would want more space to draw on, I'll show you a little bit later. We can change the settings up in the sheet settings. So I'm going to zoom in a bit so we can see what's going on. This one here is a third angle projection orthographic drawing. We would like to put some dimensions on this now. So just like your other project, press D for dimension, and we want some overall dimensions. So let's zoom right in, make sure we get the edge line, and zoom right in to get the edge line here, and that shows us our overall. We try not to duplicate our dimensions on this one. So bottom line to the top line. So that one sits there. I'd do this rail here, so we try not to overlap those drawings if we can. Whoops. That's not really the nicest spot to put it, because you can see that this leader is kind of overlapping here. So we're going to go dimension again, and we're going to go right down to this corner, and then right down to this corner. So it sits there. So that's better, because you can see there's a little gap between the drawings there. This one here, what information can we get off of it? We can do those two, which is the correct way. We don't need to detail too much of like the miters. We'd do that in a separate part drawing, but we could do like a detailed view of this. So if I come up here and insert a detail view, zoom in where we want it and click the view we want it, and then we click the center, zoom out, and then we'll place our detail view over here. Once it's placed, we can change this. So if there's a bit of dead space there, it might be better to do that. It might be better to bring it out a little bit bigger. We can double click this too and change the scale here. So if we've got enough room, we can go 1 to 5. That works. It just might need to bring this over a little bit, and then we can detail some of the stuff that we can see here. So in the drawing, we can detail what the size of the bar is, and we can detail the size of the timber. We might need to kind of configure these a little bit later. We can put the size of the whole of the timber in there. just have to do that again because I didn't hit the right point. Try not to get them overlapping the drawing if you possibly can. So we can set it out like this. You can do the size of the gap, so just about working neatly and stacking these dimensions. Now, I'm not sure why that's 4 because we set it up to be 5. We'll try it over here. We'll zoom in a bit closer. D for dimension. Yeah, 4. I'm going to have to check my model because I thought that was sitting on 5, but we might need to adjust back in the assembly mode. It's not good to have the dimensions all over the place like that, but sometimes I might be able to delete that one and model this one just so we can get these lined up a little bit nicer like that. It gives me the same information, and then we might be able to put the 5 mil or the gap sizes on 6 here. So just trying to neaten up the drawing as much as we can. You can, if the tolerance isn't important, we can double click this and we can change the tolerance here to 0. So if that decimal point doesn't really matter, we're just going to evenly space them. That's fine too. We've got the height, so we don't need it here. We've got this one. We've got the overall. We don't have the overall width, so we might be able to put that on this one. And that's not right. You got to be really careful where you select from. So that's the 400, which is the overall. And if you think I've missed any, you're welcome to put more on, but you don't need to double dimension things. If the 400 is here, you don't need the 400 on this one. This might be the better view to do it on to start with though. Anyway, so that's the first technical drawing. Generally, we'll put the 3D view in a shaded view though. And we haven't gone through rendering, but if you want to kind of do a little bit more detail, you can allocate materials to the project too.